time to work on the level 80 project again for a little bit. We're going to go ahead and go with the classic RuneScape music. I have not really personally played a lot of RuneScape myself, but it has been kind of a big part of my life because both of my brothers played it a ton growing up. So it's still pretty fun. I don't know if I need to up the volume of it or turn down the volume of the game. I'll probably have to turn up the volume of it, realistically. Also, we're only going to level up one time today, because that alone is going to take 2 hours now, apparently. So we're going to go ahead and just do that. I do think, yeah, I'll go ahead and turn up the music after this run, because it is clearly just not going to be loud enough. Trying to make some new stuff soon. We've got a gauge run that I'm going to be starting soon. I don't even know if I'll upload it before I upload this. We'll just kind of see how the schedule goes. And I kind of want to do a run where I start at OP10 with no equipment, and then we just kind of figure out what we want to do from there. I've already sort of done it, so I do have an idea of what our routing would look like. And I want to make a meme. Bro, what's up, gamer? How you doing? But yeah, I want to make a meme as well, but I've been having some trouble with it. Because it's just like a piano version of a song that gets more complex over time. And then I want to convert from that to an actual, like, bigger song. And then use that for like a near montage type thing. But it's going to be an absolute, like, shitpost, basically. You're my study method. I'm watching your stream while studying. I wish you luck. I will get you on off tangents, probably. But also, I hope your studying goes well. I do. I might need to turn up the RuneScape even more. Yeah, let me do that. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I went ahead and changed my view models back to what they were. I might re-enable it. I'm not sure quite yet. But just for the sake of, like, rocket jumping and stuff in the future, I've noticed that it can mess with the angle a little bit. And I'm still able to rocket jump fine. But I don't want it to, like, invalidate any routing or anything that I do. Even if it would be, like, such a minor change, it would still be a change, you know? So I don't think most people would be okay with that. I think I said 2 hours, but I don't know if it'll actually be 2 hours. It might be under, it might be over. It just kind of depends if I get caught on a tangent or not. Again. Also, they are really dropping in XP really quick. They give 25 now instead of like the 60 they gave 2 levels ago. So this could get a little bit harder. I've got a couple friends who are trying to get me into RuneScape eventually, and I'm not sure quite yet if I want to do it, because RuneScape is such like a big time sink usually, At least from what I've seen. So like, I just don't know yet. Obviously, I don't have to like get super invested in the game, but it could be fun. And I don't know anything about the game. I mean, like, obviously I had two brothers that played it, and I kind of like watched them over their shoulders, because I was the youngest of the three. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would just be a lot of time put in. And I don't know if I like that type of game. Like, I mean, I guess I haven't played it, so I don't know yet. But, like, still, who knows? Hello, Coxie. How you doing? We've got some stuff in the pipeline, gamer. We have some plans, we have some ideas. Depending on what Tricky and or Noodles are doing today, we might be hanging out with them later as well. And we'll probably just roll straight from this into that if they're down for it. But if they're not, I have like two separate ideas that I'm kind of juggling back and forth between. Grinding for levels, yes. We were trying to hit level 80 in normal mode. Because, why not, I guess. I don't know. There's not a good reason, let's be honest. The only reason was we have a level 50 character in normal mode, so like might as well just see how bad it can get. Alright, really quick. Forgot to turn that back on. There we go. Playing some Salvador, trying to get better at face checking the game. It can be a little weird playing Salvador in early game. You don't have any of your funny OP healing yet and stuff like that, you know? But it's definitely not terrible, obviously. It's just weird. You miss out on the accuracy that the other characters get in exchange for being able to do potentially the most damage in the game. So like, if you can stay alive, it's incredible. If you can't, it feels like he is not good. And then you see somebody else play him and you realize he is literally the best character in the game. And I wish that wasn't true. But that would mean that he would either need to get severely nerfed or everyone else would need to get severely buffed. And Gearbox isn't going to do either of those because, I mean, this game is old. So that's not going to happen. But yeah, I don't even need to end stream anymore to be able to highlight these. Which is really dumb because I should have known that. But basically, I just highlight this out of the stream VOD later. Like after I'm done. And then I'll just have it there and we'll be good to go on that. You're trying to farm a Herald now? Okay. Getting the OP Sal kit. Back, but you're at work having a pretty solid day. That's good. I'm glad work is going well today. I was watching Zubies the other night, and it's kind of crazy, because he did his first stream that he's done in a while, and he was talking about like what's going on in his life and how he has to be a lot more like down-to-earth person recently, and how the process has actually been really good for him because it's kind of what he's been looking for anyway. And it was super nice to hear. Sometimes, even if it's a gamer that you don't really like hang out with or talk to, it's good to know people are doing stuff. He was talking about how he doesn't have a car right now, so he's had to do a lot more foot travel, which got him interested in street art because he's seeing it a lot more frequently. So he's doing research on it, and he's like writing stuff down that he sees, and he's drawing stuff that he sees out in the streets. And he's like really interested in like the social networking that goes along with that. And it's super duper cool. It's super great to see. I know, like, me personally, I don't think I would find a lot of interest in that type of stuff. But sometimes watching somebody just talk about what they're passionate about is super great. Because, like, even if you don't know the subject, just seeing the joy of it in their eyes as they, like, nerd rant about it is so cool. Because sometimes you just kind of forget that other people also have, like, really strong passions. And so getting to physically see someone talk about it and seeing how it, like, changes how they even act is super fun. And I really do like it. Thinking of becoming a streamer, but I don't really know how to. Do you have an Instagram I could contact you on? I do have an Instagram, but honestly, I mean, I could explain a lot of it to you right now. A lot of it is very easy to find online. The obvious things are, I mean, if you're on a computer, I would recommend something like OBS or Streamlabs OBS, because it has some built-in tools for new people to use. It is a little more process heavy. If you have a better computer, it might be okay. If not, you could use Stream Elements, and basically the way that Stream Elements work is you use normal OBS, and then it gives you a bunch of URLs that you can just throw into your software and do stuff that way. And then from there, there's just the basic stuff of what do you want to stream? And then, do you have a microphone? Is it a decent microphone? You can set a couple filters on it. Those are pretty easy to find online. Yeah, it just kind of depends. There's a lot of great videos about it online, and I don't remember a lot of the very basic fundamentals, but you go to you're running off a PS5 and you want to stream FIFA and Borderlands 2 probably? Okay. I don't know how intricate the PlayStation's stuff is for that, but I bet it's pretty easy to link up and do. The only thing that you need to get ready for if you're going to stream these things is it's going to take a while. Especially if you're playing a smaller game and like you might not be like the best person at a game. It's just going to take a while. You're not going to know how to like talk to people quite yet. You're not going to know what to expect from stream quite yet. It's really good whenever you first start streaming to watch yourself back sometimes and just see how it goes. It can be super embarrassing and it can be super discouraging. But if you start to pick up on your mannerisms early and see what parts of your speech you don't like, you can go ahead and just change that. Even with how you normally talk, just like as a person. Because, for example, I say a lot, and I don't like that I say a lot. So I'm trying to change that, or at the very least edit it out of videos, because I just don't like how it feels. And then a lot of that stuff is just kind of up to you. Of course, like, whenever I first started streaming, I went way overkill. I watched, like, how to set up OBS, I watched how to set up Streamlabs, I watched, like, how to set up Stream Elements. I watch stuff about how to set up the bots. I watch stuff about how to set up my microphone filters so they would sound a little bit better. Because I do just use like a snowball microphone. And I was just like super duper watching videos for a little while there. I started even like watching speech videos a little bit to see what common things people did that like I wouldn't like to hear. Which is where the ums and stuff like that comes in. Is because of watching videos like those. So it just kind of depends. Realistically, I bet on a PlayStation, you just link your Twitch account, you turn on the stream, and then you just play the game. And I don't know if there's a whole lot extra that you can really do with it. Since I'm on computer, it's not really my expertise. You would definitely want to Google that. Also, yeah, right, Icy? Like, one time, Twitch is like the worst platform to grow on. Yeah, that is true. Twitch is really hard to grow on. The only time that people can see you is if you're live, and the only time that they'll see you is also if they're specifically looking for you, or for content that you would play, or if you get thrown in or recommended by sheer luck. So that can be a little bit hard. It's very discouraging whenever you start. And if you really wanted to go somewhere, you almost have to like network with other websites and stuff like that. Or just by getting to know people. Like, obviously, watch a streamer to like watch a streamer. Don't watch a streamer to like eventually advertise through them. But if you make a friend, they're gonna send people your way from time to time. Like, that's just how that's gonna work. And you shouldn't expect them to do that, because that's weird. But at the same time, they might just go ahead and do that. And so there is that little bit of networking there that is super duper nice. Now, like, I personally know all of this, but I don't like using knowing other people as leverage. So I don't personally use that, but it is good to just watch how other people stream anyway, and you're gonna probably interact with them anyway. So like, there is a chance that just as a byproduct, not even like trying to do that, they will probably send people your way eventually. If they see you online, they recognize you, they know that they like you whenever you're in their chats, stuff like that. And then, yeah, from there, I mean, the only obviously more OP thing would be to try to stream from a computer, because you have a lot more control on a computer. You could, like, set up some panels, you could set up some interactable stuff on your stream, you could have stuff that, like my little rock champ that's over there on the bottom left right now. That's a separate video game that's being captured right now that I just kind of have open. And that's because I'm running on a computer. You tried to stream before, and you've spoken to a few of your favorite streamers and became friends with them and stuff, and used to appear on their streams from time to time, but you never really tried to make it as big as them because you don't have a computer to edit your stuff and do all of that. Well, I would say you could just work with what you have for right now, you know? It's totally fine if you don't have everything set up the way you want it perfectly, because, let's be honest, some people like to look back on streamers whenever they had scuffed setups. Like, for example, I really like Minecraft, and seeing old, ancient Minecraft videos that are in like 360p, and you can hear your favorite person's voice through a really bad microphone, it's super fun sometimes. It's nostalgic. And so, if you have a bad setup, oh well. It might eventually just be a thing that people think of as a fond memory. And like, of course you want to excel and get better stuff eventually, but the scuff setup can be endearing, at least for a time. And also, yeah, of course, trying to stream consistently, or at least trying to stream whenever, is a good idea. the way that I look at streaming is, if I'm just going to be chilling out playing video games and I'm not going to be talking to anybody and I'm not going to be like doing anything for a couple of hours, I might as well stream the fact that I'm doing that, you know? Just gives you something to do at the very least. You can still play your favorite video game, you can still enjoy it how you would enjoy it, but you have the added benefit of talking to mutuals and other people who like that game. Maybe they tell you something that you wouldn't normally do about the game. Maybe you learn something. No, Noodles, I'm going on a dialogue for a new person because I like passion projects and I want them to do well on their passion project. I like to see people enjoy the stuff that they're doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Also, Noodles, did you check out my my Maya build? Yeah, consistency is good. People will know to come look for you if you're streaming consistently. Not being discouraged by the fact that there's like 2 people there and one of them's your cat and the other one's you, because that's how it is for probably a couple months, if not a year or 2, realistically, for a lot of people. And that's like, that's the difficulty curve there. That's the thing you gotta get over. For a while, it's just gonna be you and yourself. Maybe, like, your grandma, if she's still there and she's watching. She might have turned it on by accident, looking for Google, but that's okay. I did, and I said budget, not broke. Well, I don't need a grenade comm. I'm playing Maya. I have Scorn, I have Ruin for Slag, I have a Grog for Slag. Maya doesn't really do great grenade damage. I don't need a grenade. I can use it for funny knockback or grenade jumping, and that is enough. Also, you know that build is perfectly OP. It's not a perfectly kitted outfit, but that character has some really nice equipment, Noodles, and you know that. Yeah, that is true. If you are a very new streamer, you could advertise in other people's Discords if they have a section dedicated to that. Do not be the person that goes into somebody else's Discord and advertises openly. If there's a channel for it, do it there. If there's not a channel for it, don't do it. Because that's weird. Also, just as a future warning, if you're ever watching a streamer, don't tell them that you're gonna go stream, because that kinda just looks like you're trying to kite their viewers away, because you're basically just advertising that you're going to stream on their stream actively at the time, and that can get super awkward. So don't do that. Don't be that guy. Now, if the person that you're watching is talking about your stream, be humble about it. And let them talk about it, obviously. Because, like, it's their stream. If they want to talk about it, they want to talk about it. But don't start to, like... Don't start to, like, pull up your britches a little bit. Because it's like, yeah, they're talking about me right now. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's a very bad look. Very weird. Yeah? What's up, Noodles? I don't advertise myself on your streams. Because you don't stream. And if you're going to advertise on someone else's self-promo channel, I'd recommend being active in that community. Yes. Also, don't add everybody if it's not your Discord. Don't do that. Don't add everybody. It's not your Discord. Everybody doesn't need to know that you're streaming in somebody else's Discord. Don't be that guy. Definitely don't add everybody. Yeah. But like, yeah, if like Noodles or like one of my friends that I commonly see here was advertising themselves, I might even go watch them. But if it was like Joe Fortnite 92 who joined my Discord like 2 days ago and he's advertising and he only talked in my chat once to do the Discord command, it's a little weird. It's a lot weird. You've been farming a Nukem for 4 days straight and you still haven't gotten it? That's really unfortunate. I don't know what to tell you. That's how it is. It might be worth just farming Torg vendors instead, realistically. You're not going to mention names, but some people you have the misfortune of seeing just literally go into self-promo. Yeah, I mean, it happens. There's always going to be somebody who does it. Usually they just don't know. I think that's realistically more of what it is. For a lot of people, they're just super excited about the idea or the concept that they're going to be a big streamer man. And so they want to tell everybody they're going to be a big streamer man. And so, yeah. They get a little too hyped. They get that little sugar rush going on. They get that bouncy castle jump going on, and then they just overdo it. Then they have to go sit out for a little while because they jumped up too much. And that's just kind of a thing. People do it. It's okay. It's common. Oh, that rare Vault Hunter relic is not actually great for farming anything. I wish it was. Basically, the way that the rare loot relic works is it removes a small amount of white rarity items drop chance and increases blue rarity drop chance. It basically has no effect on any loot except for blue loot, and it makes blue loot like 5% more common. And it doesn't even have any effect on the drop rates of legendary items from enemies, so it is not worth wearing. I would recommend just wearing more damage instead, because more kills will just get you more loot. I pretty much sell that relic as soon as I start a playthrough. It's actually not really worth having. I wish it was better. I wish it was like Diablo 2, where it gave you like some magic find and you could like get better overall loot from it, but it isn't like that, unfortunately. Even when you were like fist levels of popular, you never advertised anywhere else. People will find you if you're passionate. That is true. Meanwhile, I see Papega Pete over here with no schedule and half-ass gameplay spamming self-promo in literally every Discord like they're the next XQC. That can happen, yeah. Oh yeah, I see. That's... Well, actually, is it worth using for a Cobra? Because technically the Cobra starts out as a purple Jacob sniper, and then it has to roll the part for the Cobra, isn't that? Isn't that how that works? So would it even have an effect on that drop rate? Not anyone we know, just randos, yeah. It's kind of more funny whenever it's like a bigger streamer. But at the same time, I guess it's a bigger streamer. Not sure, I'm pretty sure the relic increases the drop rate a good amount, but I couldn't tell you for sure. Okay. My Intense Herald has more damage slash shot than my hard one. Yeah. This is fine. Oh. Noodles. Are you actually wanting to save any of the budget peak run if we do it today? Because you'll have my perspective, and I could totally chop it down for you if you wanted it. So that you could have it for, like, future use. Or if you want to stream, and then you want to send me the VOD of your stream, I can totally edit that down for you too. Standing offer. Started a new Axton 2 days ago and played on it for 10-ish hours. Grinded out all of Torg DLC, Snowman DLC, and halfway through Pirate DLC, and on main story you're on Talon of God. That's pretty good, yeah? I would say, yeah, for sure. For the average player, 10 hours to get through normal mode is pretty reasonable. You could just record it and send it to me, that way you don't have to stream. But why not just stream? Might as well. And then I can edit it on stream. That'd be so sick. I could edit Noodles' video on stream. So that he could actively see what was happening. And the fact that I'm gonna put a Noodles stream vault thing in the corner the entire time. It'll be so good. I won't do that. Oh, that wasn't the last guy? This must be. Yeah, okay, there we go. The hard one's level 7, and the intense one is level 8. The intense has 3 more damage per shot on card. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. He accidentally threw a legendary in Shade's Shack on the Axton account and couldn't get it. Thank God it was low leveled though. Yeah, it's usually not... I mean, I don't know how you managed to do that. But like... yeah, it's probably fine. Most of the early game items that you get are pretty replaceable, besides like the skyrocket. So as long as you don't lose that, you're good. Skyrocket is overpowered as fuck. Yeah, you're right. Wait, aren't you supposed to be studying right now? My fellow gamer? I mean, like, I'm all for it, and I hope you're just taking a little short break. But still. Which gamer? Noodles? No. Our new friend. Notice how I said that instead of the username, because I don't know where to start with it. Gotcha? Yeah. I don't want to butcher someone's username. You gave up on that. You're writing on Wednesday, though, and have most of your work covered, so we'll just go over it tomorrow, and you should be fine. Oh, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. I can butcher your username? You already did it yourself, Ack. What do you mean? You started off already on the wrong foot. You swapped the I and the L. That's already a problem. Attempt my username. I want to see this butchered. Can I just go with Connie at the end? Is Connie good at the end? Like, I'll just use the back half of your name. Does that work? Oh, I see. I don't want to ruin someone's username. That's messed up. I'm kind of worried that this is going to take more than 2 hours now. Gonna be honest with you. I think I got a little too distracted talking. Attempt the first part. Sumeshankani. Probably. Sume? Shinkani? Something? Probably. Sumeshinkane. Okay, gotcha. I would have never gotten that from the IE at the end. Just like that, huh, Coxie? Also, I kind of feel bad that I'm gonna be uploading like 3 or 4 hour long just gameplay loops onto YouTube directly. But at the same time, that's like the only way to do these. And I know that some people actually do like them, and for other people it's like the most terrible thing. So it just kind of depends on who you are, I guess. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have like no problem outright banning new people. But at the same time, I really feel bad for banning older people. Because Misha has been here a while, and they've only started acting rowdy as of late. Which is really bizarre. You're talking to us so much, we all probably gonna end up in the YouTube video? Well, yeah. You see, the thing about this is, there is no editing down this. That is not a thing. The only thing that I could edit down out of this is every conversation I have, because it's all the same gameplay. And since I'm constantly in a state of not closing my face, that would just be basically the same amount of time, realistically. And also, this is not for the people who like short content. This is probably for someone who likes to put stuff on the background. You know, those gamers. That's the type of gamer I am, so I like stuff like this. But I also like my little short form, attention grabby content, which is why the other day, whenever I uploaded that 4 hour long VOD, I added a short little meme. Like, I posted a short little meme after it, and I thought that was a good balance. A good little 1 minute long video alongside the 4 hour long one. That seemed good. Shorts are way better for growth and attention. I don't know. I don't know about that, though. I mean, they might be. But I'm gonna be honest, usually whenever I'm watching memes, like in a reel, I'm just skipping through them. I'm not like sitting there going like, that was funny, I should click on this person's account and watch the rest of these. I usually just see it, go heh, and then scroll past. And then I just keep doing that for YouTube shorts and stuff like that. My fellow gamers, this is looking grim. It's looking like a 3-hour kind of day. It is more exposure, that is true. I guess I could get back into the habit of uploading, like, Twitch clips. And just upload them as, like, a short instead of a meatloaf. That might not be a bad idea. You've only followed a woodworking channel, a food channel or two, and Noel Dazel. Oh, well, yeah, of course Noel. Father Noel. The thing about shorts are, because it's a short form piece of content, it grabs a person's attention for a short amount of time. But it also sort of pleases them more in a way, like when it comes to the amount of dopamine that it results in. I guess that is true. I could just start putting, like, mobile game advertisements underneath my content on there. Sort of like all of those, like, Family Guy clips that just have random games in the bottom. We could just start doing that. Gross? No, that's fine. Don't worry about it, Icy. Wouldn't it be kind of funny? And I surely wouldn't be the first person to do that. Someone else has definitely put the little fake games underneath their, like, their Twitch highlights or something. Someone has to have done that. I could put Sasuke and Basics with Baldies. I could put them dancing on, like, under and above it, so that it's more attention grabbing for the IQ. I swear to God, whenever I'm on TikTok and see a series pop up with a piece of gameplay or something under it, for some reason you always end up on their profile and you're just watching everything as it... I mean, it's funny. I don't know why, but, like, something about the way that our bored brains work is we want different content, and instead of swiping, we just look at the other thing that's happening on the screen. For some reason, that's just how our brains work. I could put 2 separate Family Guy episodes on the same screen, and, like, it would have 100% retention rate. Everybody would watch it. If they didn't like one of the clips, they would just watch the other one. Or we could go super meta and we could put 2 random mobile video games next to each other. You caught yourself watching a guy cut grass for like 20 minutes today on TikTok? Okay, but sometimes those are satisfying to watch, you know? Something about watching people, like, do yard work is just kind of neat. Those can be satisfying. Those lawn makeover videos or power washing videos are satisfying? They are. Put one of those fake weird mobile games above your gameplay? No, underneath it. I know what we're doing later now, by the way. After we're done with this, I know what we're doing. I'm gonna crop stream to where it looks like you're watching it on a phone screen, and then I'm gonna put Subway Surfers underneath it. Just 10 hours of uncut Subway Surfers content. Just like on the other capture. Stretch 1 second, gamer. And then nothing on the sides are just Sasuke and Baldi. I mean, I could switch to the meme camera right now. It's available. I have it. Get those clips of people cleaning dirty carpets. Those are satisfying too. Oh yeah, I swapped out the meme on here. Isn't it incredible? Isn't this such a good screen? Those clips of people mowing dirty, overgrown carpets. What? I know sometimes people like trim down carpets that are like fraying a bunch. I don't know what you mean by an overgrown carpet. Wait, no, that's not right. Yeah, no, you broke my head. That sucked a little bit. You mow carpets? Yes. Just like with scissors. One clip at a time. Okay. I'm too powerful. I can just switch the screens like that, no problem. Don't worry, bro, I walk my fish. Me too, dude. When it be rainy out, dude. Fish walk again? You got a funny cooldown comp? Nice. I still can't believe Tricky was wearing a level 15 Gunzerker comp that he got. It was just a white rarity one. Aha, I got that. It's a Terraria. Yeah, it is. I need to play some Terraria. Put that on the YouTube, see what people do. See if people, like, get confused about life. I have a bad idea for a meme, and I need someone to... I basically just need someone to tell me not to do it. Thinking of just hopping on Terraria right now and just contemplate your life choices? That's a good idea. Let's play the Terraria 1.0. No. I don't want to do that. There's so much quality of life. The one I sent in Discord? No. I want, like, a picture of the SDMG, and then I want text underneath it that says, "Don't come to the dungeon tomorrow." But I feel like that's too obvious. That's like the lowest tier, right? That would be funny. I think it is. We might do some art after we're done with this, just to keep the brain going. My IQ is dropping. I need to, I guess, move it along? I don't know. I don't know what the plan was here. I will say, though, it feels like the more that I feed the stupid part of my brain that likes to create weird stuff, the more frequently it comes up with weird stuff. So it is kind of nice that it works like that. Unlike Minecraft, you don't think it would be nostalgic, you think it would just be pain. True. Now to feed the creative part and make everything a reality. You genuinely going to bed, though? Okay. Good night, gamer. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Get some good sleep. Funny how when you put shit into a machine, you get shit back out. I mean, I guess that's... Yeah, you make a good point. But, like, I made the meme the other night with, like, me rushing to bunker and... Or, not bunker. Me rushing to binary and showing off the stupid text that I replaced the normal text with. And, like, the mashing keyboard and the shaking binary and stuff. And I thought that was hilarious. And then I woke up today, I went to the gym, and while I was at the gym, I came up with a terrible meme, which was the Amogus meme that was on the scuff screen. And then I wanted to make a different meme. And then I realized I don't have the process to be able to do that quite yet, so I'm going to try that again later, probably. And we'll just kind of have to see. I will say, though, it's not really that hard to make. I'm just dumb, basically. Because all of the content that I need for it is go to DigiPeak, rocket jump over the wall, die to Bonehead while looking like I'm doing something. And then I need to go to Arid Nexus, drop a legendary cat on the ground, go pick it up. Go to Tina DLC, kill treants, put a bee shield on their corpse, walk up to it and pick it up, and then go to Scarlet DLC, put a sandhawk down, walk over and grab it, and then show myself equipping the loadout, and then just start destroying stuff. That's all I need to do for it. Hey Milk, I like your today. Thanks. I made it myself. But yeah, I see. I guess if you put it like that, it does work like that, huh? The more creative you act, the more creative you'll probably become over time. Unless you just burn yourself out, in which case, like, F. You know, Sal holding 2 Heralds early game is weirdly OP. Weirdly OP? I feel like that's No, it's just OP. Normally, I don't even get Herald's Sal that early. I would just get 2 Lascaux, and then I would just run that. You're not used to this firepower. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, we're running at a rate of about 1/3 of an XP bar per hour. Which means that we are getting to the point where we're not going to even get an XP bar a day. Which is rough. But also kind of funny, not gonna lie. Maybe we'll calculate the time investment it'll take to get from one level to the next level. Just to see. Like, how much XP to get from 55 to 56. Yeah, we don't get the mob XP as much. Yeah. It's like 1/3 of what it was. Which apparently was a lot.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl!
You know, as an entirely different aside, after having moved back to my home state, I'm probably eating about the exact same amount of food, but gym progression feels like it's going a lot better already, which is really, really weird. And I don't know if that's just because I didn't sleep a lot whenever I used to live up north, or like what the deal is. But I feel like I'm making like great progress. And it's super duper weird, but it's just kind of like a thing that I've noticed, and it's kind of nice. Probably sleep and temperature. Well, I don't think the temperature would have too much of an effect on it, because like whenever you go to the gym, you warm up a little bit beforehand. If anything, technically colder weather helps with recovery, so that should just do that, I would imagine. That could make sense where your muscles much sore before going back? No. My muscles don't really get sore too often. Although I don't really do like really hypertrophic training. Basically just like taking muscles to failure. I more or less just do like really heavy compound movements, and then I just don't do a whole lot else. But I've felt like I've been building up strength rather quickly, and it's kind of nice. Also, hi Mirek, I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. But yeah, it's weird. It's super duper weird. I was wondering if your muscles micro tearing was not recovering as quick. Well, that could just be from the sleep amount. Honestly. So reload canceling is weird. Yeah, a little bit. If you're gun zerking, it's not even worth. Unless you're like doing double shot with like melee method. Because his swap speed while gun zerking is just so sad. Not really, you promised your mom something and passed out? Well? I mean, you can apologize for the mishap and try again, I guess. But besides that, I'm not too sure. I mean, they are your parent. Surely they're understanding of you as a human being. Yeah, basically, the less I would sleep, the less recovery I would get, assumedly. Because I get probably a full 8 hours of sleep, or I at the very least will get up whenever I feel rested, which is usually like less than 8 hours. But whenever I was living there, it would be like at most 6 hours of sleep a night, probably. So that definitely probably was a part of it. But it's weird. Like, whenever I was living up north, for some reason, I just ceased to be able to squat 315 pounds. And, like, that sounds like a lot of weight, but that's not an incredible amount of weight. And now, I can squat it for, like, 3 reps in a row, just back to back to back. And then I can rest for a little bit, and I can do it again. And I can do that at least, like, 3 times. So I can squat it, like, 9 times in a day. But I guess, yeah, I could squat you. That's not the point. But, like, yeah. What you use reload canceling with the melee is big enemy don't die, reloads herald melee shoot enemy dies. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, will I? I mean, probably not. If I ever meet anybody in the future at some sort of, like, con or something like that, sure. You know, why not? But as of right now, no. Oh? Don't act happy like there's hope for you. Don't do this. That makes it worse.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl. Just come by with the trucks and stay away.
Okay, RuneScape, Minecraft, no blocks, I like it. Am I going to the next TwitchCon asking for a friend? Brother, I don't think it's worth going to the next TwitchCon for me personally right now. Actually, I don't even really watch any big streamers. And I don't know where people would even meet up and for what. So I don't even know what I would go to TwitchCon for as an individual. You'll host a milk con. That sounds not good. But, like, go for it, I guess. I want to change Fight for Your Life mode again. I want to change Fight for Your Life to where it just says you didn't juju on that beat. I know exactly where the subtitles I'd need to change are too. I could do that right now. Maybe after we're done farming XP for the day. I have too much power? I don't have too much power. It's not like my game affects anybody else's game. It just affects what you, as an individual, have to see on my screen. Which honestly makes it more fun for me. And you can't tell me you're reading it every single time it says I'm in Fight for Your Life. Nobody does that. There's no way. That's the problem. I think it's neat. I think it's funny. Sort of like how I've changed the dialogue for the start of this quest as like a punishment for myself because I'm stupid. And why would anyone do this, you know? You think I am neat and funny. I am sorry. Pretty sure lack of taste is a symptom. Might want to do something about that. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Icy, you kind of have to tell people, well, you have to, like, tell your therapist some weird stuff, huh? I mean, like, obviously you're not obligated to, but, like, if you want to get the most bang for your buck out of it, you would have to explain to them, like, yeah, I go on the internet and I say weird things to weird people. This is what I do. And then they would have to tell you how that's like some defense mechanism of some sort. Maybe you should. I mean, I'm just saying. I feel like a therapist should know as much as possible to be able to more accurately tell what they need to do. And if part of what you do is tell weird dudes on the internet weird stuff, I mean, like, hey, that's just something you gotta report in on. You gotta keep tabs. You know how hard that's gonna be to explain? No, he plays Borderlands 2, a 10-year-old game, and he's really good at it. So I flirt with him. But it's only for the funny, you see. It's not legitimate, it's only for the hilarity of it. You don't understand. Turns himself into a Salvador. Funny as shit. That wouldn't be the most awkward thing that you should tell a therapist, though? I mean, no, but it's an ongoing thing that you just passively do. And if that doesn't make it weird, I don't know what does. Turned himself into a Salvador arbiter. Funny as shit. I don't know, Coxie. Why would I know the answer to these things? Oh yeah, there's like a circus in RuneScape. That music's gonna come on too, I just realized. Or at least there's like a carnival type event thing. Is this the full-on rule? Yeah, it's literally just 9 hours of RuneScape soundtrack. Yeah. Just non-stop RuneScape. Blends perfectly to Tricky's playlist. That's wild. But we take those. I'm just saying, if you ever come out of the closet, hit me up. Gamer, I don't swing that way. I barely, like, no. I apologize, gamer. I do not... No. This is an audio bite that will permanently be on YouTube forever. That's okay. That's fine.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, because it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl. Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
Ma'am, you're here. Hello. I'm gonna hit level 55. And that's where I'm stopping today, gamer. So it's gonna be like a good hour. Maybe even like an hour and a half, I would assume. Maybe even 2, I don't know. Dope, that gives me time to use photo mode to get a pic for Instagram. Oh, okay. If it takes you a full 2 hours to make a photo, my god. Tricky, I need you to Photoshop the most goofy photo for your stream today. No, I don't have Photoshop. Krita. Okay. Okay, you're back. Okay, so Tricky, do you have Krita? Because it's basically just free Photoshop. It's super duper nice. And super duper free.
Cause it's time for a beatdown bar brawl. Just pick a fight with the drums and stay
No, you're free. You're freer than a Costco okay, that's not helpful. I see, I appreciate that you say weird stuff like this, and then you're also like, by the way, I'm totally not. I'm not. I'm straight edge, normal person, for sure. It's a good time. You think you have a problem? I mean, it's only a problem if you act on it. You might be a little... That's... You know what? I see, it's fine. You forgot about this glitch? Yep. I mean, we don't even really need to be doing this anymore, necessarily. It's just kind of the only level 50 equipment I have. And, like, I could go farm Terra. I could go farm for level 50 equipment. But that's a waste of time, you know? I see, I think you're getting it. I think that's exactly how you should approach them. It's an attention grabber. Every good speech has an attention grabber at the start. You know this. No one's ready for people to compliment foreheads. That's a guaranteed attention grabber right there. Speech experts hate him. Learn how he gets people's attention with one bad forehead joke. Okay, you got your picture? That was fast. Time to... Okay, go for it. I'm not reading that one. Ricky, don't give Icy any advances. My man is feral today. He is absolutely feral. He puts Riley the Rhinoceros to shame. Truly. Not me? What, not... Oh, me. I'm good. He puts Riley the Rhinoceros to shame. Yes. Oh my god. I'm not reading the rest of that. You won't be able to get to level 80, I just realized. No, I will. It will just take about as many hours as it says on the top left part of the screen. There has been mild testing. The quest will always give us the flat rate of XP at the very least. Well, yeah, the enemies won't give XP, but the quest will. The quest always gives XP, even if it's only 1,075. Easy. Oh no? Oh yeah. This is why I'm only doing 1 level a day. Maybe even less than a level a day. We don't even know. It'll probably be less than a level a day. Probably even tomorrow. Maybe I'll go for the half level. 1 bar a day. That would take, like... How many years is that? That would take me... I would be like 50. If it was just 1 a day. Because if we think about it, it takes almost 9,000 Beatdown Bar Brawls to hit max level. I mean, like one of those segments of the XP bar a day? Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, no. But yes, eventually we'll get to the point where we're literally just doing, like, a single notch a day. Which is the most depressing thing. But if it works, it works. But yeah, if we have to do 9,000 Beatdown Bar Brawls, and there's only 365 days in a year, that's a good, at least like 20-something years. What did you learn, Noodles? What happened? On Streamlabs chat bar, that doesn't show anything. It's just, those are just letters. Noodles makes up emotes now? I guess so. I feel like I'm getting pranked.
Just pick a fight with the trunks and stay alive.
You know, eventually we could get to the point where we can just melee the BAs to get this done. And that sounds really dumb, but if you think about it, that's a guaranteed hit, and a guaranteed instant hit. Okay, Noodles is messing with frog emotes. I don't think I have wide peepo. Are you just learning the Twitch meta right now? What are we doing? I'm a wide peepo? Thanks? Probably? Okay. We're over halfway through the XP bar, which is great. We're looking at about 2 hours and 50 minutes, probably. So another hour and 20 at least, I'd imagine.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, cause it's time for a big...
You wish you were that good at this game? Brother, I'm literally just farming XP from normal mode. What do you mean? Although I did first try that binary skip the other day for that video, so that was super nice. That took like 2 minutes to record, it was incredible. It took longer to figure out how to make a shaking binary emote than it did for me to actually do the run. Milk is quite good at the game. I mean, I guess that knowledge is power in this game. Because realistically, I'm not good, I just know a lot. Just years of muscle memory built up. I guess is what being good is. No, he has two, but Salvador is smart enough to dual wield. I mean, yeah, that is two-handed Sal OP. Also, I see, you have the fastest weapon swap character known to mankind. You could totally do that. And you have Bloodbath, so yours would be even more ridiculous. You don't know how to swap weapons, that's probably true. You play Krieg. What do you guys do, melee? All of you are Grog Nozzle Flame of the Firehawk crutching kids who don't actually know how to play Krieg. And so you'd say that you know how to play Krieg and then you just hide behind that in a peak opener. Yeah, all we do is melee ourselves in the face. True. And sometimes in the game. Wow. And also in the game joke, yes. Shut the up. No. What if I didn't? Then I... Oh, okay, then I guess I have to not do that. Hold on. This is chill. All this RuneScape music, doesn't it just make you want to, you know, play your RuneScape? Noodles, you don't even hang out in comms with us. You'd have to do that first. Communication is the first step. Oh yeah, also, I think that all three of us playing DigiPeak is extremely unfair. I mean, I know the example is that, like, if you have friends, the game gets easier, but it's just gonna be so much easier. You know what I mean? Because, like, each of us independently could do that run. Let alone if we had a full team. enemy health scales and it'll show people what to do. Like, I don't know. Tricky, Noodles, and I. Noodles wants to run OP10 Digipeak with budget equipment to show people that you can do the game without perfect stuff. And to him, budget equipment is anything that can be gotten quickly without much refarming. That being said, I'm running a random Herald, Grog, Pimp, Lady Fist, Bada Boom, another Bada Boom, B Shield. I have my Sham for rocket jumping just because I want to be able to move. I have a level 15 Logan's gun because that's a first playthrough, so like that's obviously easy to get. I have a legendary cat because he thinks that that's pretty budget, considering the fact that it's just from dogs. Wait, what are we farming for? XP. I guess all I know is that I'm probably not running Maya or Sal because that is what Milk and Tricky will most likely be running respectively. I mean, you can stack multiple classes together, that's okay. I thought you would play Zero if I'm honest with you, because you are the Zero kid, the Zero main, if you will. To what level? 80. Today, level 55. You are not a Zero main. You're an upside down screen main. You're a fog has suddenly disappeared because I pressed sprint main. You're a I don't know. You're a warlock meta crutch main. You're I don't know. Why do you do this to me? I don't know. Noodles trying to use anything besides Wither Horde or a Galley or something else meta. What's happening? What are you doing? You and I and Noodles are going to be doing a Digipeak run with budget equipment at some point. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But whenever Noodles actually feels like playing a video game with us again. Also, you'll play Axton. See? There we go. When you guys get to OP10. Alright, Tricky, let's speedrun OP10 today so we can play with Noodles. This is one of the few times he's invited us to play video games with him. In recent memory. Brother, that's what rocket jumping is for. We skipped the entirety of... we are skipping the entirety of Peak? Do you want that? Are you sure you want that? We could have Digipeak done in like 30 minutes. I'm telling you right now. This is up to you. I have a Grog. I have my Bada Boom. I have a Sham. This would literally be on you. This is up to you. Maybe one of you can be Anarchyless Gage. Don't worry, I'll be doing that later on. Not today, maybe tomorrow. But I'll be doing that. That'll be a thing soon. I kind of feel bad for naming this TVHM prepping. Or prepping for TVHM. I will be right back really quickly. 1 second. Okay. So, basically, our neighbor used to own a couple of the cats that would roam around outside, and they couldn't really, like, afford to actually take care of the cats, so we pretty much have taken them in. Well, two of them. But she has a kid who still really likes the cats, and so he was hoping he could come see them today. So I just had to go bring one of the cats downstairs, basically. That was all. Oh, yeah. That is sweet of me. Well, it wasn't my idea. My mom's working from home today, so it was her idea. She just asked me if I could bring the cat down. It's kind of the point of the catio. Also, basically the idea with the catio was that the cats would be able to go outside still without potentially being caught and trapped by an old man who would throw them out in the country somewhere. And it would give that kid the ability to come up to the house and interact with the cats without having to directly, like, interact and, like, do that stuff, basically. I hate when old men catch me, trap me, and then throw me out in the countryside somewhere. Well, that's what he does. Apparently, the only reason that one of our cats went to the pound was because it had a collar on it. If that cat didn't have a collar on it, it would have probably gotten dumped on the side of, like, one of the interstates near, like, near here. Apparently that's just what he does. He's a bitter old man, and I know his address now. I'm not going to act on that, but, like, he's a bitter old man. I guess his jail that man for animal cruelty. Well, they're wild cats, essentially. They're street cats, and so he is dumping them out further away from town, basically. Because there are barely any laws for stuff like that. And since nobody owns the cats, it's not like anybody really can say much about it. Also, apparently the origin story behind why he does that is because he had a bunch of nice bird feeders and stuff in his backyard, and the cats found out that birds like to congregate there, and they just started murdering every single bird that would come through his yard, and so he couldn't even, like, watch birds anymore. And his solution was to trap the cats. Not to, like, build a fence or, like, do something, stuff like that, but to set up a live trap and then just trap and release them out into, like, the middle of nowhere. Which I guess is better than, like, some alternatives, but still, you know. – people care, but like there's no protections for them or anything like that. Yeah. Legally, there's not a whole lot of protection for stray cats. I think other countries have laws to protect them or keep the street cat population down? Probably. I know, like, it's kind of expensive to do, but one thing is having some of the cats spayed or neutered so that they, like can't just keep repopulating. Like, I know that's one solution that's a little less brutal, but of course that still costs somebody money, so nobody wants to do that. So instead they just dump them further away and make them someone else's problem.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time.
Also, yeah, farming like this on console would suck. I would not do this. Although on console you wouldn't really need to save quit, except for to like clear up the floor of the bar sometimes from items. You could technically just keep farming this on loop without save quit. The only reason I'm not doing that is because we can save ourselves some time walking by just save quitting on computer since it's so fast. You think items clear themselves out? I don't think they clear themselves out fast enough for that to be a good idea. Especially on console, yeah, probably not. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, the Xbox 360 can barely handle someone shooting a normal Mongol. So, like, a ungodly amount of items on the ground would be, like, way too much. Where is this last? There we go. In Hungary, you basically have to have live cat traps instead of the break a shovel handle force slam down traps, but like if a fox steals your chickens, you can... Okay, gotcha. Those words made enough sense that I processed what you meant. You can't have like the snap down traps that could like hurt them a lot. But yeah, I'm sure his trap is just like some little one-way gate for small game creatures. Close enough, Coxie, I understand. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, they'll sue you. I get it. Do you know if I uninstall Borderlands and reinstall Borderlands, will I have to redo all my mods? I don't know. I would assume probably yes. Why? I have an idea for a thumbnail. We'll mess with that after we're done hitting level 55 though. Also, you might have to reinstall all of my INT folders, or files. I wonder what he did. There's no way that can't be a mod. Please don't tell me that's a mod. That would suck. Yeah, there's probably Skyrim mods like that. You're probably right. Which is really unfortunate, but that's probably... yeah, that probably is a thing. It's weird to say we're so close when we're not, but we are. The XP bar's getting there. Okay, I see. Be safe. Sign yourself up for this one. Definitely... chat... Wait, what? Oh, Oxy? You did the thing again. Okay, so it's definitely not chat's fault, is what you're trying to say. This is entirely my own fault. This is... I set myself up for failure here. What if I just, like... What if we streamed an hour of this a day, and then I just took a bunch of hour-long clips and just mashed them next to each other of just this, and then I just uploaded like one big 12-hour chunk at a time onto YouTube instead? I kinda like our current method right now, honestly. Make sure not to skip anything. Oh, you know, there's always juicy content in the middle of here, yeah. It's a very good point.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl!
I think the problem is I just didn't drink enough Dr. Dew today, so I'm not like zooming as quick as I could be. That's the main problem. I'm just not fast. This is basically a one-man podcast with chat's ideas. Kind of. Isn't that kind of what streaming is sometimes, though? It's just some dude sitting there reciting people's weird statements and then deciding whether or not they suck with his response. Your streams definitely be like that sometimes. Sometimes they really do. I've considered, well, okay, not soon, but I've considered getting a slightly higher quality microphone. But then I've also kind of asked myself, like, where in God's name would I put it? You know? And also, how much higher quality of milk do you really need? Because I think audio-wise, it's probably fine for right now. Oh, Jesus. That's the first time we've done that today. Let's go. It only took us a little over 2 hours to hit the achievements button. Is that the pro mic? Is that the gamer mic? It's only a $400 mic. My brother in Christ, this snowball mic was like 50 bucks. It's so high quality, it's so nice. What do you use? What do you have? Time to go get a pedicure and sell feet pics. No, that doesn't work like that. The calluses provide stability for squatting. They're necessary. It would be suboptimal otherwise. That statement sucks. A HyperX Quadcast. I will have to look that up because I am not sure what that is. I just have a generic little Yeti snowball. That's actually what I've had since the start. It's the OG mic. It's what I've had the entire time. Kind of wild. If anything, I think what I could do is I could set the microphone to its quieter setting. And then I could just get one of those swinging arm mounts, because that's going to be like 20 bucks instead of like 200 to buy a whole new mic. And then I could just set the mic to its quieter setting and just put it closer to myself, and then it would just sound better because it's closer. That would be the gamer move right there. I buy a can of Pringles, I cut it in, like I cut a piece of it off, and then I cut that in half. I put foam on that half, and then I put it behind the microphone to catch any extra, like, vibrations that are happening. That's the idea. I'll take it the Pringles can idea didn't send too hard. That's fair.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl. Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
Might be a little faster than I expected to be. Hold up. Because the original estimate was like 3 hours, and then it turned into like 2 hours 40 minutes. And I mean, if we keep schmoving, we might be able to get below that. Update, you copied binary folders onto desktop, uninstalled BL2, reinstalled, put binaries back. Mods and everything stayed. Game is now back in English, and heavy breathing after 2 seconds of running is gone. Wait, you reinstalled the whole game just to change back to English? Couldn't you have just reversed the steps that you had already done?
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, cause it's time
But also, I'm glad it worked.
for Bar Brawl. Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
You tried. Gotcha. Then, yeah, fair enough. Only thing that didn't save was the INT folder, so I'm gonna redo that. Okay. I mean, they should all still be in the Discord. If you just want to use those, or I can resend them later.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl. Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
The generic INT file just goes into the Borderlands 2 Willow game localization thing. So that goes into the normal games INT instead of the DLC section.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl. Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
Update, I'm waiting for you. I don't know which one is which. Okay. Alright, are you ready? I'm gonna finish this wave and then I'm gonna show you in like speedrun format. Hang? You ready? You ready? You ready, homie? Okay, here we go. Alright, so, we go to, we find the game, programs, Steam apps, common, BL2, Willow game localization. And then the base game, INT, goes here. I don't know what order, I don't know what order you installed them in. Ah, tricky. I would have just installed one at a time. Hold on. I'll help further whenever I'm not doing this. The order I put them in the Discord, Ah. Hang on, you're good? Okay, cool.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl. Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
That XP bar is giving me false hope. It looks so close, but it's not.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time
It didn't even look like the XP bar moved, and that's the most depressing thing.
to pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
Just wondering, why didn't y'all stream the duo Maya and Salvador today? Oh, we are. I'm just doing this because I didn't know what he was doing. And now I'm pretty much committed until I hit at least level 55. So we will be doing the duo stream today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll be about 20 minutes from now, probably. Roughly 20 minutes from now, that'll start. Because that's probably about as long as it'll take to hit level 55. Do you know how to turn off gearbox opening when you boot up the game? Yes, I think. I think if you go into, like, on Steam, if you go to properties and then you go to, like, launch settings or whatever, if you type -no startup movies into that, I can show you physically here in a second. You send pic. Why? What?
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl. Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive. Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl. Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
I'm just gonna rush the rest of these so that I can appropriately be able to assist with the gamering. feel like the amount of Beatdown Bar Brawls is gonna feel like a lot more than like 9,000. Which is weird because like 9,000 should feel like a lot. But this feels like more than 9,000. This feels like I've already done 9,000 over like the 3 days that I've done this. Which I know is incorrect, but like it's just wild.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time for a beatdown bar.
Yeah, what sucks is this is going to take twice as long next level. Well, not twice as long. It'll take 10% more long. And then the next level will take 10% longer than that. And then the next level will take 10% longer than that. Because exponential scaling. Welcome home, Icy. Glad you're doing good. Glad you made it home. It's weird. Some people farm MMO games for like one thing longer than I'll do this. You know?
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl. Just pick a fight with the trumps and stay alive.
Have you left normal mode? No. This character has not seen TVHM. He has not even loaded into TVHM. If I did, it would have the cutscene still. And I mean, I could save out of it so that I would keep the cutscene, just as proof. But still, basically. And you're at the... Yeah, basically, we're at a level where you would start, like, UVHM. Yeah. This game is weird. Obviously, the first 50 levels probably took less time to get than the last 5. Just, you know, because of the way that XP scaling works. Whenever it comes to trying to do stupid stuff like this. Which is kind of wild. But kind of fun.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time.
I think if I were trying to farm to level 50 in normal mode again, I would take a slightly different route. I think. I mean, like, this whole setup is good still, of course. But, like, there might be some lines we could clean up, basically. I don't know about completing the base game much faster, though, because, like, that was... It still is one of the fastest times that I've ever cleared the base game of this at. But we could definitely figure out stuff a little bit faster. Or at least since we know what worked and what didn't work, we could avoid doing stuff that doesn't work. And only really focus on the stuff that did. Alright, there's 10% left. Your network just tanked? It's all good. Fortunately, you're on Twitch. Nobody is obligated to be anywhere. Just kind of be wherever you want. I'm gonna be over here in the corner. Okay. That's him in the corner. That's him in the spot. Understandable. Wait, no, that's not it, but I am. Okay. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I will probably farm a reduced amount of XP every time we run this. Because, like, it's gonna take more and more time every single time we level up, obviously. And then I'll just edit every single level into its individual, like, highlight. Or its individual, like, VOD. Except for, like, the way later levels. Those are gonna literally be, like, every half level is gonna be a VOD. Because, Lord knows, we're gonna get to a point where we do not even make a dent in a bar a day. I mean, a dent would be, like, not much, but, like, still. We'll get to the point where, like, 1/10 of the XP bar is, like, an incredible amount. Well, you couldn't sleep. Well, hello. Honestly, gamer, just leave this on in the background, because, I mean, it's so repetitive that it might just put you to sleep. Quite powerful. That is another thing about stuff like this that I like. As long as I don't, like, too loudly, someone could be asleep right now. Or someone could be sleeping while listening to this. And then they just woke up, and now I'm talking about them. Oh no, am I talking about you? Oh. I still haven't leveled? No. But look how close we are. Look at that XP bar, though. We're on Clash of Clans and Clash Royale like 5 minutes ago. Were you really trying to sleep if you were playing Clash? You think Jolts is half done with streaming today? Nice. I think it would be hilarious if he chose to raid it on this. You know how funny that would be? Yes, hello gamers. Welcome to the Beatdown Bar Brawl for 3 hours straight. How are you? Hello. We're gonna level up one time. It's gonna be sick. That'd be funny. Where is he at now? He's still doing his ×4. But like, how far into progress is he? the YouTube video is definitely going to be a fun one. Gamer, it's just this. It's basically, I mean, like, we talked a little bit about some other stuff, but it's mainly this. I don't know, I didn't watch it. That's fair. You're not watching his stream today? Okay, that's fair. You watch whatever you want. This is the internet. You can access just about anything.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time for a...
I do think it's kind of funny that we've broken the 100,000 health pool thing. No, they might be here. You just got home from school, 3.5 more days to go, throwing stream up before going to the gym. Hell yeah. Well, this is what I've been doing for the past 2 hours and 40 minutes, Ryan. And I haven't leveled up once. This is a very long-term project that I'm working on with this character. Is this the farming method to normal mode one? Yes. Basically, the character that is refined or confined to the normal difficulty of the game, that has one mission, well, has like 3 missions that are level 50. And so I can get level 50 XP worth of, like, level 50 worth of XP. And that's like the height. This seems worse than old D2 leveling. It might be. I get about 1,075 XP a run, and I need roughly 8 million to be done from level 50 to level 80. So this is very much a project I'll just be working on like boring slow days. And I'll probably do less and less of it, and then just edit big clumps of it together in the future. How much XP does Terra give you on this? Terra would only give not a lot. Not an incredible amount. Essentially sounds like I want level 99 fishing, but I'm only fishing shrimp. Yeah, probably. I want to hit max level, but I am confined to low level sources. And that is it, yeah. The calculation was about 140 hours. Will I hit level 80 before the rock hits 50k? I don't actually know. That's a great question. The rock might win. Because I also leave the rock on while I'm doing other stuff. Surely DigiPeak could give more XP than this? Well, no, because normal mode DigiPeak is level 30. The rock stays on. Amen, brother. Oh, yeah. So it'd be even worse. We're getting there, though. I don't know how often Coxie does co-ops either. It's kind of weird. Most of the remaining people that play Borderlands 2, and like, well, most of the people who play Borderlands 2 to a high level just stopped playing co-op a while ago. or just don't really play a whole lot of co-op. It's kind of weird. You'd be down maybe? Hog? There we go. You don't really like Borderlands 3? I think that's why we're all still here. Let's be honest. You like co-op? Hey, there you go. There's one. Oh yeah, there is a Discord, by the way. You hop in there. There's other gamers there. You have more fun playing and watching people play co-op? Yeah. It's kind of hard for me to play Borderlands 2 unless I'm like talking to somebody or playing with somebody. Which is honestly a good reason for me to be streaming right now. That and I get to show people outlandish stuff like this, which I think is hilarious. Also, I have an idea for a thumbnail. So after we're done, here in like 15, 16 more runs, whatever it is, I think we can go ahead and get that. And then that might be the new thumbnail for these for a while.
Get ready to grab a beer and kick some rear, 'cause it's time for a Beatdown Bar Brawl.
No Wi-Fi? Oof.
With the trucks and stay
Feels bad, man. So close.
just pick a fight with the trucks and stay alive.
You're gonna play some Clash and watch stream? I respect it. Those are some choices. Well, I will say, the gameplay is going to get a lot more absurd whenever I play normal content, because I'm doing co-op with Tricky, and we're going to be doing Digi-Peak today, because those are actual level 80 characters and actual normal UVHM. So that'll actually be probably higher energy nonsense. Look at that XP bar, dude. Look at how close we are. Dude, we're so close. Oh my god, it's like 3 or 4 more runs away. Let's go. Actually, is it? Hold on. 8, 4. Wow, it's probably 4. It's probably 4 runs away. Let's go. Actually, it might be 3. We don't know. We don't know that yet. Because, like, I don't know with the extra XP if it'll make it 3 or not. But it might. We might level up off of a mob. That'd be even more crazy. Okay, let's look. Hold up. We are right there, dude. We need a lot of XP. Probably 1 run. I assume turning this in will get us that level up, though. If it doesn't, it's going to be really, really close. And we'll probably just get enough XP from mobbing the next wave. Okay, let's see. Is this it? Do we hit level 55? It's so close. How close is this? It's 11. We're 11 XP away. I'm not even going to start a Beatdown Bar Brawl. I'm just going to go kill an ad. Let's go. We hit level 55. We're done. Alright, sick. So, level 55 took 2 hours and 50 minutes. 1 level. That's how long it took. That's it. So basically, from here, we just keep going. Like, there's no other answer. We just keep going. 11 away from what? Oh, the XP? Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, so let's have a look over here. So, BL2 experience. Bust this out. Close that. Didn't mean to open that. Alright, so calculator. 12,787,958 minus level 55 4,478,792 equals 8,309,166 more XP to go, divided by 1,075 per run. Means we still have 7,720, 30-ish runs to go. And then if we divide that by 60, 128 hours. We are saving time, dude. As of right now, we're gonna go back in time later on, probably. But let's go. I rounded it up because it's basically a 9. It doesn't matter. You know how it is. But yeah, cool. So that is done for the day.